it's simply amazing, huh? The atmosphere, the people, it's really Silicon Valley meets Crypto Valley kind of spirit-wise. First panel, I got to participate. Everybody amazing. Questions, audience, everybody you bump into, new ideas, people are collaborating, people are exchanging. It's really the people. And then obviously the venue, genius idea to do this right out on the stairs behind me there. Do it for the public, not behind closed doors. Put it out there. Genius idea. I'm just busy confirming LinkedIn connections because nobody's handing out business cards anymore. But no, everybody's open. Immediately get in touch with people. Lots of ideas floating around.
Yeah, so I feel it's very laid back. People are very real in a way. Like it's very easy to get contact to others. No one is hiding behind a suit. Everyone is just who they are, which I really like. And it seems fun and light, and I like that type of conference because you can then actually talk real about things instead of just keeping it on the surface level because everyone has to keep their mask. So I really like that. Yeah. I don't know yet because my talk will be in an hour. I think it's quite challenging, but I like a challenge, so it's fine. And I think it's good for the audience to just have a small attention span and like really get it all, and then have time to ask and dive deeper into the talks and the content. Yeah. I just got out of a panel and it was a lot of fun because the woman next to me was very sparking. So really like not just talking what everyone wanted to hear, but actually challenging thoughts. And I love that when you like actually get into a discussion and people like just state what they really think instead of what they should think. Yeah. I think once my talk has been done, I'm gonna really dive into it because right now I'm a bit like, but like just the in between is really nice. People are very friendly, very good feedback. So I love that everyone is just very easy to approach. Yeah, so I'm keen to meet more people.
It's much more relaxed than other conferences, but the content is very strong, so it's great to be here. The 12 is the mystical number, right? And Ollie is pretty much putting forward this idea of 12 minutes and no longer. And I like that because, well, not to waste time and to focus on content is very important, I think, because, on other conferences you often listen to people telling the same things over and over. So this is very special and different from other conferences. I like that very much. I think being on the stage downstairs here is a very interesting experience. I have not made before, and that's probably my highlight so far.
Yeah, it was a good experience, especially here in Hamburg, which is my hometown. And so it's a great venue actually, and so it's good to be here. I think it's a very vibrant atmosphere, so you can really feel that everyone is really excited about digitalization, about exchanging on different topics, and so I think that's actually very cool. And it's also actually a very international atmosphere, which is something I appreciate very much. I think it's really sort of this open exchange and sort of this mode that you change very quickly the topics, the speakers, you can exchange very openly. Otherwise, conferences tend to be a bit boring and like someone standing in front and sort of having a lecture and so on. And so I really like this concept, and it's also very much what digitalization is about, right? So that's also breaking a little bit those old rules and how the society worked beforehand, and so that's very well actually even reflected in the concept of the conference. So I liked actually very much the introductory speech by the senator. So I was surprised. So I have always my prejudices against politicians, so that was quite good. And I also like the ice cream. So.
at our society today, the speed of change is just taking up. It will be so fast. We will have to requalify several times during our work lives. We have to become lifelong learners. And for that, the old traditional ways of learning and development don't work anymore. You know, like once or twice a year for 1 or 2 days in a classroom, that doesn't work anymore. We need the digital disruption to be able to do our jobs today and in the future. Well, I think it's a real cool format, and I think it's wonderful that you got together, you know, people from the economy, from the politics, and from you, and so many interesting participants to really discuss the topics that are very, very here right now. And I really like your approach to say, well, it's not only about technology, it's also about people and about our society. So what is the connection? I want to have more conferences like this that are not so hierarchical, but that are much more, we say, do to each other, and we really try to find solutions together. So it's not top down, but it's discussing and trying out and finding out new solutions for the future all together. That I like very much, and I hope it will continue in the following years. Oh, I would be thrilled if I could join again. Definitely. I will be here. You can be sure.
It's lovable because you bring together people from different parts of society, from business world, from academia, from people who run tech companies or run NGOs and think tanks. And that's, I guess, the best setting you can have to solve this problem we are discussing, this disruption of society. We have a lot of conferences of this kind, right? But what really makes this one special is it's community driven, and you see that everywhere. You have people who have been engaged with the 12-Minute Me movement voluntarily as speakers. They all come back, and that leads to a setup of people and organizations of all different types and of all different backgrounds, which is a high level of interdisciplinary and transsectional exchange of ideas. I love it. Such a conference only works with these kind of time settings, because all of us, we speakers, we could talk for ages about our topics, and we usually believe that our topic is the most important one. So knowing that it's only 12 minutes, it's a challenge, but it's only a challenge for us. It's very good for the people listening. My highlight so far, I think, is the idea of having such a gathering happening outside as well, because that's my background is in philosophy, and for us that's where everything began, and that's where it comes from, right? The Forum Humanum, an open space in the middle of the city, people discussing trends and challenges of the future. That's how cities should be.
So congratulations for being the finalists of over 100 nominees. How do you feel right after the ceremony?
Very good, and I think afterwards also well trained, because the award is a bit heavy.
Yes, very good. It's a really honor here in Hamburg, and I think congratulations to you. It's really cool to be here with you.
I think in the Hamburg ecosystem, 12 Minutes Me was already a big player, and then you knew that there were interesting people coming. So I really enjoyed also the panel that I was sitting in. There were really interesting people, and then also the speeches and the panels that I listened to. So a lot of very different input, so very diverse.
I feel great. I didn't actually know that I was nominated, and I just got the call and was like, hey, you're nominated, come to Hamburg, and probably you're going to win. And now I'm really, really happy that I got the award. It's a nice vibe here. You see a lot of people having fun, talking, and from what I saw, I really liked it.